Why would someone keep reaching out, for an entire year, without ever getting a reply? In a revelation that no one saw coming, actor Hyun Woo has finally broken his silence about his silent, year-long pursuit of actress Lee Se-hee. A story that reads more like a slow-burning drama than real life. This one-sided devotion went completely unnoticed, until now. Join Red Carpet revealed as we uncover the untold truth behind the unanswered calls. The quiet persistence, and the emotional toll of chasing love in the shadows. That one line, spoken in a barely audible voice, has shaken the very foundations of Korea's entertainment industry. In a world where image is everything and silence is golden, Hyun Woo has shattered the rules with a revelation no one expected. For the first time, the actor known for his quiet charm and unwavering professionalism has stepped into the spotlight, not for a role, not for a scandal, but for something far more vulnerable. The truth about the woman he pursued for a year with no response, Lee Se-hee. This was not a press release. This was not a casual Instagram post. This was real, and it happened behind a locked door, at a dimly lit cafe just a stone's throw from Worry Actors. His management company headquartered in the upscale district of Cheongdam-dong. Present were only a few, a journalist, a legal observer, and one man who had kept this storm bottled inside for far too long. A private war fought in silence. The story begins not in headlines, but in the shadows, after the cameras stopped rolling on, young lady and gentleman. Hyun Woo, deeply affected by the chemistry they shared on screen, reportedly began contacting Lee Se-hee through private, respectful channels. An internal source from Worry Actors confirmed. He never pressured her. There were no grand gestures, no media leaks, just quiet attempts, text messages, one letter, and several follow-ups through mutual friends. But she never replied, not once. He kept this pain hidden from the public, his agency, and even his closest friends. While the world continued praising his performances, while award nominations and endorsement deals rolled in, he was living in an emotional waiting room with no door out. Lee Se-hee's silence, protection or punishment? Lee Se-hee, managed by J. Wide Company, has remained silent to this day. When asked for a comment following Hyun Woo's bombshell revelation, her agency declined to respond. But sources close to the actress claim that she was aware of his quiet pursuit from the beginning. One insider from the production team of Young Lady and Gentleman revealed. She knew, but she thought ignoring it was the most mature way to avoid scandal. She wanted to focus on her career. She didn't want dating rumors to define her. But now, the silence she once chose as protection is being interpreted as something else entirely. Coldness, indifference. Was it fair to let someone wait for a year without a single word? Or was it her right to never respond? The debate has ignited on social media, news panels, and celebrity forums. As the story explodes across platforms, people are beginning to take sides, and the once private emotions of two stars are being dissected by millions. Collateral damage and unexpected twists. The shockwaves are reaching far beyond the two names at the center. Worry Actors has been flooded with calls, demanding to know why they allowed their artist to suffer silently. Some fans accuse the agency of emotional negligence. In response, they issued a rare, emotionally charged statement. We had no idea. Hyun Woo is incredibly private. If we had known the extent of what he was carrying, we would have acted sooner. We admire his strength and vulnerability. Meanwhile, J. Wide Company's silence is being perceived by many as strategic damage control. But the public isn't satisfied. Rumors are already swirling that Lee Se-hee may be replaced in an upcoming drama project. Not due to any fault, but simply because of public fatigue with silence. Behind the curtain, what he really felt. In his conversation with Red Carpet revealed, Hyun Woo did not cry. But his voice faltered when asked why he never gave up. Because I believed in her, he said, and I thought, maybe no answer meant she was just afraid. Or unsure. I gave her every benefit of the doubt. Until doubt was all I had left. When asked if he felt regret, he paused for a long time. No, because when you love someone, even quietly, it still means something, even if it breaks you. The internet reacts. Sympathy. shock, and suspicion. Within an hour of the interview being published, the hashtag Ji Hyun Woo confession trended globally. Sympathy flooded in from international fans, praising his honesty and emotional strength. But darker voices emerged too, raising concerns over why this story was being told now, and what it meant for both actors' careers. The online war of opinions has now taken on a life of its own, spawning everything from fan fiction to heated livestream debates. Industry insiders fear that the emotional rawness of the story could affect casting decisions, brand endorsements, and even award season outcomes. According to several insiders, Ji Hyun Woo's affection for Lee Se-hee began during the filming of Young Lady and Gentleman. At the time, staff on set noticed subtle signs, longer conversations after rehearsals, the way he would wait quietly by the monitor when her scenes were being filmed, and most of all, the atmosphere that lingered even after cut was called. But even back then, there were whispers that someone from JYD Company had approached production staff with a quiet request. Please don't encourage any unnecessary rumors. She's not looking to get involved in anything right now. Worry actors, however, reportedly saw things differently. One former PR team member from Worry spoke on condition of anonymity. Ji Hyun Woo wasn't doing anything inappropriate. He was respectful, quiet, and private, but every time he tried to get closer, either through work-related gatherings or informal chats, someone would gently block it. Indirect clashes behind the scenes. While there's no record of any formal conflict between the two agencies, the tension was real, and often played out through intermediaries. When Young Lady and Gentleman was nominated for a major award last year, there was a sudden push from JYD to ensure Lee Se-hee's solo interviews excluded any mention of co-stars. Meanwhile, Worry actors had already prepared a joint press appearance. The joint segment was cancelled last minute, replaced by separate promotional content, a decision that left both fanbases confused. One source involved in that press cycle said, "It wasn't a fight, but you could feel it. Worry wanted to spotlight their actors' chemistry and Lee Se-hee's agency wanted full control of her image." Neither side said it out loud, but the tension was there. The fear of a scandal. Both agencies have their own reasons to tread carefully. For Worry actors, Ji Hyun Woo is one of their most established names. A scandal, even a romantic one, could be risky, especially with his recent transition into more serious, mature roles. For JYD Company, Lee Se-hee is a rising star, still early in her career. Even the appearance of dating rumors could derail her upward trajectory or invite media framing that shifts focus away from her acting. But it goes deeper than public image. Korean entertainment agencies often operate on tightly curated trajectories, where romantic rumors can disrupt commercial deals, ad contracts, and future casting. In this case, multiple sources claim there was an unspoken agreement. Let's not let this become a headline. Let's not give the media anything. And so, silence wasn't just Lee Se-hee's response to Ji Hyun Woo. It became the strategy of two corporations working behind the scenes. A moment that changed everything. Everything shifted when Ji Hyun Woo broke his silence last week in a private interview with Red Carpet Revealed, admitting he had quietly pursued Lee Se-hee for a year, with no reply. His confession cracked open not just personal emotions, but an industry wall of control built by two powerful management companies. And now, neither Worry actors nor JYD Company can remain in the shadows. Worry actors issued a formal statement. "We were unaware of Ji Hyun Woo's personal efforts and admire his honesty. We support him fully." JYD Company, however, has remained eerily silent. Their media line is, "No comment," and staff reportedly cancelled two scheduled press events involving Lee Se-hee within 48 hours of the confession going public.